na tunasema kama tume kwa hiyo miaka 3 imepita, ni jukumu letu kama Iebc kusajili wananchi ili wapige kura. Hiyo iko kwa katiba, ni mojawapo ya jukumu, na hiyo shughuli imekuwa inaendelea kwa maeneo bunge constituency offices peke yake, kwa sababu hatukuwa na pesa ya kuenda kila mahali, kila pembe ya nchi kufanya hiyo shughuli. Lakini vile sasa tumepewa bajeti ya elections kwa hii kipindi ya 2021-2022 financial year, sasa tutafanya ile tunaita mass voter registration, na hiyo inamaanisha kuwa tunaenda kwa kila ward, kila soko, ili kuambia Wakenya wakuje wajiandikishe, na tuna imani kuwa kufikia wakati tuna roll out hiyo program watu watajitokeza, na walijitokeza 2017 wakajiandikisha, na tuna imani kuwa tutapata ile kiwango ya watu ambayo tumesema. Let me start by saying that election is not a single day event. It's not an event that will happen just on 9th of August next year. Election is a process. We have a pre-election period, election period itself, then post-election period. And for us, the journey started on 12th of February 2019, when we launched our post-election evaluation report, which then informed lessons learned from 2017. And from that P report, then we commenced the journey with in Makueni. We started continuous voter registration on the 13th of October 2018. So from that time up to now, we only registered about 149,600 new voters. As you all know, voter registration is a very key component of the election process, because we need the voters and so they can exercise their democratic rights. But as a commission, we know we have so many Kenyans out there, the young Kenyans, the first-time voters who have not registered. And the reason for this is very simple, that because of budgetary constraints, as a commission, we are getting our first election budget this financial year. For the last 3 years, we have been asking for money, but we were only getting recurrent expenditure. So it was forced us then to carry out our constitutional mandate of voter registration by asking Kenyans to go to constituency offices, 290 constituency offices we have in the country, and that explains why the people who have come out to vote, the turnout is low. But with the budget now available, we are going to roll out 2 mass voter registration activities. Mass voter registration means we shall be in every ward, every other marketplace, and appeal to Kenyans to come out and register. And we hope to target at least 4 million, a minimum of 4 million young Kenyans to register. A few challenges actually which we have, and we shall possibly be discussing them. That the Commission, after the post-election evaluation report, came up with draft legislation which need to have been passed by Parliament now to enable the Commission to run certain electoral activities and also improve on where we came from in 2017. Some of the bills we drafted, the referendum bill is still in Parliament. We drafted the bill on amending the election, the Campaign Finance Act, and also amendment to the Iebc Act to provide now for boundaries delimitation. As you all know, the act which we have, which we rely on for boundaries, was the schedule actually expired with the last boundary review in 2012. So we only have the substantive law, but we don't have the schedule which should then operationalize the activities like what should be done by the Commission when we go out there in the field, public participation, and up to the gazettement of the report. So that is still lying in Parliament, and we hope that it will be attended to. Can I then just say we have many other challenges which we have been saying in the media, but for purposes of this afternoon, the major part of my remarks actually touch on where the media comes in terms of elections. Because what we have had in the past is the media, you ask tough questions, like the one you asked me, then you sit on the fence and wait for something to happen, then say Iebc has done this and this. But I believe that the role of the media is to be the eyes and the ears of the commission. You have a big role to play. You should play a role in voter registration. You should play a role in voter education. You should not be charging us too much money to educate Kenyans. At least give us the bare minimum when it comes to materials as related to voter registration. Be there for results transmission. It's actually our program is that to have media in every constituency for purpose of transmitting or announcing results even before they hit the national tallying center. And this we have seen from the by-elections in Msambweni all the way to Juja. By the time the results are coming to the tallying center, everybody knows what the results are. And I urge the media, at least let's have some consortiums formed so that 2022 elections, by the time they come, the presidential results come to the National Tallying Center, at least everybody knows what they are.
Lakini sisi kama ODPP na kuna National Police Service, kuna IPOA, Iebc na wengine, tumejaribu kukutana na kuja na mikakati kadhaa ambayo itahakikisha kwamba uchaguzi unaokuja utakuwa umefanywa kwa usawa na uzuri, na isiwe ni mambo ya watu kukosana na vita kutokeza. Na ukiangalia upande wetu sisi tumekuja na regulations kadhaa ambayo itakuwa inawasaidia polisi na prosecutors watakavyoweza kuendesha kazi zao. Tumekutana pia na watu civil society kuhakikisha kwamba inafahamika na wananchi wanafahamu haki zao wakati wa election itakapokuja, na pia haki zao chini ya sheria kadha wa kadha. Maana wakati wa election huwa sio jambo lile la kupiga kura peke yake, kuna mambo mengi mengine yanafanyika, na tumejaribu kujitayarisha na kuweka mikakati mingi ambayo kwa hakika siwezi kumaliza kwa hapa, lakini kama utataka tutawapatia mweze kuona.
We have 2 articles of the Constitution, and I can quote them. If you look at there's what you call Article 99.3 and Article 193.3. It says that this article provides that a person cannot be barred from seeking election unless all possibility of appeal or review of the relevant sentence or decision have been exhausted. So what is happening is that if in the last clearance in the 2017 election, we got a big number of people to be cleared by the commission. Then what happened is that we passed that message to Iebc, and we actually, out of 16,182 applicants of different offices, elective offices, we red flagged 106 people. And you can do guesswork. Some of them are people that you can just do an assessment and say, how was this one cleared? But when we send them to Iebc, and I'm not accusing my counterpart. You know, I know tomorrow you may put headline, Twali blames Chebukati on this and that and that. You are very good in tailoring very nice headlines. And I know you are in business. You have to do that so that when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do my PDF is to check what is the headline on the Standard and Nation. We are saying there is a problem. It is not Iebc to be blamed, neither is it EACC. Out of the 106, if you stop them, they'll go to court. When they go to court, their lawyers will invoke those two articles. Say no mechanisms have been exploited to show that these people are guilty. So they get a free way. Another problem that we have is that even if you charge, we have some members of parliament who have been charged, we have governors who have been charged, they have not stepped down, because there's nowhere in law which says that everything is, there's a loophole, or there are some gray areas. So you find that you will be told that you have not exploited all avenues to prove this person is what? Is a crook. So when you get an aspirant with fake Form 4 certificate, if you get an aspirant with a fake military rank, if you get an aspirant you know very well he was working in this company and he was sacked because he stole, they will go and get a lawyer and the lawyer will say, when was he charged? He has not been convicted. So we have a lot of, those are the challenges we have as a commission, and as for Iebc it is the same. So where do we go about, or how do we address this problem? One of the major players of this problem is the media. The media can come and red flag these people and say this person wants to become a governor, but the information we have is that he used to work in this company, he stole, or he did this. You know how to frame to avoid legal implication, but you'll be passing a message to the public that, look here, this is not the right person for you to elect. So these are the challenges that we get, Joe, and unless some of these amendments are done, we are nowhere. And even if you take somebody to court, the court system, a case will take about 10 years. So this guy will serve his 5 years, and maybe he will be defeated. By the time the ruling comes out, he's out there not as an MP. So those are the challenges we face as a commission, which spiral to the Iebc.
Kuna vipengee kadhaa vya sheria katika constitution na katika ile legal framework ambayo inasema kuwa mtu atakatazwa kupigania wadhifa katika serikali katika nchi wakati vipengee vyote vya sheria vimetumika na kumalizwa. Sasa kama ni mtu umemshtaki, ndio unaona hapo ndio kunakuwa na shida. Hata kuna magovernors ambao bado wako kwenye maofisi na wameshtakiwa, nasemekana mpaka koti ya kawaida, koti ile ya Court of Appeal, mpaka iende mpaka Supreme Court. Sasa akiwa amemaliza yote hiyo, ndio pale unaweza mzuia mtu. Na utaona kuna wajumbe ambao sasa hivi wako kwenye bunge na walishtakiwa lakini wakaenda kotini, koti ya rufaa, na bado ni wabunge. Sasa zile sheria mpaka zirekebishwe ama zifanywe urekebisho, kwa sasa EACC itakuwa inaonyesha ile kwa kizungu na red flag kwa huyu mtu kuna kasoro fulani hapa kuhusu maadili. Kule mbele ambao utaamua ni Iebc yenyewe.
Sana, katika uchaguzi uliopita tulikuwa na kile kinaitwa Code of Conduct for Election Reporting, na tulisaini sisi pamoja na Iebc na media house zote, na tumekubaliana hapa kwamba tufanye a review of the Code of Conduct ili tuweze kuitia saini na kuilaunch kabla mwaka hujaisha, ili tuweze kuongoza, kwa maana wakati kampeni zinapoendelea kuna vituo kadhaa vya redio vya Nairobi na vingine vile mashinani vya lugha tofauti tofauti, ili waweze kufuata maadili, ili jinsi ya kuripoti, na kisha wanasiasa fulani wasije wakatumia pesa zao tu kuweka habari ambazo ni habari gushi ama za uongo katika vyombo vya habari. Kwa hivyo tumeamua kwamba tunatengeneza hiyo Code of Ethics kurenew ambayo ilikuwa kwa tayari for election reporting, na tutailaunch kabla mwaka huu kuisha, ili tuweze kuongoza kufanya kazi inavyostahili. Na pia tunafanya kazi pamoja na Iebc hapa na vyombo vyote vya habari na editors na wanahabari wote. Ilivyo kawaida kwamba wakati wote ambapo wanahabari wanafilmiwa, tuna ripoti kwa polisi, na wakati polisi hawafuati kesi hizo, mara nyingi tunaongea na bwana ODPP hapa, na nafurahi kwamba kila mara anapomwandikia barua kwamba tuna kesi hizi, yeye uzifuatilia zote, na hata kaandikia polisi akakisha kwamba zinafuatiliwa. Kwa hivyo dhuluma wakati wa kampeni ziko ni utovu wa nidhamu tu, lakini MCK kesi zote zinazoripotiwa kwetu zinafuatiliwa na polisi pia na wakati polisi ndio ambao wanatoa dhuluma, huwa tunawaripoti, na kesi zote ambazo zinaripotiwa huwa zinafuatiliwa.